that for every altar that you see, there is a God behind it. There is an idol behind it, because there will not be a reason for anybody to go before any altar if there's no any idol behind it and be making sacrifice to it. And for everyone that goes before any altar, they have certain expectation that there is a God behind that altar where they worship that can attend to their request. That's why they go there. And let to be sincere to you. You can say that God is nothing. Well, to them, it is not. It is something, because they must have gotten their prayer answered there. That is why many are going there. Don't think that those that have been going there, they are blind. They are not blind as you thought. They may be blind spiritually, but in other way around, their spiritual eyes are still opened, because they see the power behind the God, behind that altar that they are serving. So the people of Philistines, they knew their God. They knew the power of the altar. If you look at verse 2, say, when the Philistines took the ark of God, they brought it to the house of Dagon and set it by Dagon. Why did they do that? One, it's because before they went to battle, they were there to worship the Dagon. They requested for protection from their God. They requested, they made sacrifice on the altar, on Dagon's altar, on Dagon, that be the God behind the altar. So to preserve them, to conquer in the battle. By the time they got to the battle, the Israelites brought their own God, that is the presence of God, which signified the ark of God. They brought it to the king. They brought it to the battle, but they thought that because the people of Israel sinned against God, that was why the Philistines was able to win the battle, and they thought that it was their Dagon God that won the battle on their behalf. To a point of thanks to their God, they brought the ark of God before Dagon house. So that is it. In the same way, when many of us, when we sin against God, or when our forefather, when they have sinned against God, people that worship other God, they overwhelmed them. In the same way, in our own generation now, if we don't take our spiritual life serious, those who worshipped on the altar, they can have shout of joy in their whole camp because of us. How many of our things that they have taken before idol, that they are making sacrifice on it daily, to ensure they keep that evil they place upon us, to ensure that they keep that curse they place upon us, to ensure that they cast spell upon us, we don't even know. They may get hold to our image. They may get hold onto our property, and they curse it. So when they curse a particular image, they believe that we have been afflicted in physical realm. But I pray today, God will deal with their altar today, and the God behind their altar, in the name of Jesus. So, but what God did is this: God dealt with their God, that Dagon, the altar. The altar was broken down. The following day, they packed their God back to his seat. The next day, God dealt with their altar and destroyed it, and they could not go there any longer. Not that alone, God troubled those people that worship that altar. And the rest story in chapter 6, there are a lot of things there. They gather together until they return the ark of God. And I pray today, wherever you have been taken to today, God will force them today, and they will return you in the name of Jesus.